on YouTube. This is good. Alright. There's no one here at the moment. Oh, let me pull up the chat for YouTube on my phone. Hold up one sec. Hello. So today is Jack Day. As you could probably see by the name. We're gonna be doing. We're gonna run through Jack's route once, get whatever ending we get, and then I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time and just keep on going until I get all the different endings for Jack. And then come on, you can't mute your. Oh, I had my phone's volume still on. And then tomorrow, since I didn't do this with Bunnie, tomorrow will be sort of Bunnie's cleanup day of getting all the different routes that we missed on Bunnie. Which shouldn't be too absorbently difficult. So with that being said, let's start things. Okay. I'm gonna read this part 2. I'm just gonna read all the stuff from here because this is the first little run through. Don't be scared, Marion. You've got this. Yeah. You'll be fine as long as you're just fine. Yes? We're all counting on you. That's what Master said, but can't even find my way to the castle. This doesn't matter, I believe. Hello, excuse me. Well, hello there, dearie. I'm having trouble finding my way to the castle. I thought I'd see it once I arrived in town, but... yes. Getting to the castle is tricky indeed. Why'd a doll like you want to enter that wretched place anyway? We're gonna tell them. I'm a servant there starting today. A contact inside. You can count on me. I'll get you there right now. Follow me. Hey. We're here. What the... Oh yeah, this thing... I found somewhere to give... in the network. Fails the nearby game. Oh. To give it away in the network for this. It's a good game. I would definitely recommend it. I believe... at least in the YouTube one, there is a link to the game on Steam. Oh yeah, that thing has been crumbling to bits for a good while now. It's been like that ever since the king stopped showing his royal face to us commoners. Some say he's been cursed, so that's why. Others say the king has died and haunts the place. I want to go back home. I got you here, so you're gonna help me out, alright? I didn't agree to anything like that. Just find me a way to sneak in. I've got to find out what's going on in there myself. I don't know. Thanks, counting on you. The bunny plushie boy has hopped off elsewhere. Is this really even the place? I made my way through the jungle. I can only assume used to be a garden. At the gates, a moody-looking guard let me in. He told me to find a Jack-in-the-Box named Jack. I believe we go to the kitchen. I I don't think it matters, but we're going to the kitchen anyway. I enter the room. Cooks are preparing a meal. It smells delicious. Still, there are less toys than I expected. In fact, the whole castle feels pretty empty in general. Good day. Good day, you must be the new servant. Yes, I'm Marion. Annette, you may call me Anne. Have you spoken with Jack yet? His room is up in the tower. I'll go see him. Thank you. The stairs never seem to never end. It's really uncomfortable and a bit dark too. But once I make it to the top floor, the view from the small window is great. Someone carved the word Jack on the wooden door. No answer. It's probably locked, but I'll try anyway. He's not here. And what are these vine things? The whole castle is more or less overtaken by them. It better not be mold. There's also a curious looking box. If I remember correctly, we're supposed to not touch anything. I'll wait. Jack has to come back here eventually. Minutes of my life tick away one by one. I'm bored out of my mind, and my feet start to hurt. This is how eternal life feels. Is this how eternal life feels like? How long has it been already? Maybe I'll come back later. You're Marion Marionette. You scared me, Mr. Jack. I'm sorry, it was my full intention. I was looking for you. And you have found me. What are you going to do next, Bet you didn't think that far. No, I didn't. Bet you didn't think at all. Well, no matter. It's alright, you're a half-wit. At least you're easy on the eyes. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Nice to meet you. The pleasure is all mine. Is this the face you make when conversing? No, I'm sorry. I forgive you, of course. We've already established your lack of intelligence after all. But I do have high expectations for you, so please work on that. Aw, come now. I'm sorry I'm so harsh on you. Let me show you to your room. Here you go. Here's your key and here's your bed. You will sleep here until you wake up. Then I will show you around. Thank you. You start tomorrow. Good night. I didn't think I'd get my own bed. This might not be so bad. My goodness, Mr. Jack. I don't know why my headphones insist on shutting down. You forgot to say welcome aboard. Good night. And one more thing. I stood behind you the whole time you were in my room. I'm honestly surprised you didn't... Yeah, this sound is terrible. Yeah. He's doing it to scare the crap out of the main character. I'm honestly surprised you didn't go through any of my belongings. He's gonna do that a few more times, if I remember correctly. I haven't played his route, so it might be a significant more times than in the other routes where he's sort of less of a character. He's the most important. He's sort of the central antagonist. In the other two routes, especially in Bunnie's route. We see less of him in Sylvester's route than we do in Bunnie's route, but he's still important in that route. I'm honestly surprised you didn't go through any of my belongings. We were there almost an hour. Yes, but you still didn't touch anything. Well, yeah. I just wanted to say, That is such a rare quality. Was he just waiting there? The whole time? I'm glad I hired you. Good night once more. I hate this place, but I'll do it for Master. Listen, Marion, my fellow intellectuals are worried about the land of Toyboxian. The king hasn't shown himself in months now. His right-hand man has completely taken his place. He's a toy named Jack. Jack is, let's say he's very, well, let's not say anything. I want you to go work under him as a servant. That way you can uncover what's going on over there. I'll do it, but why me? I'm not particularly good at anything. That's precisely why. You're a hapless, clueless idiot. He won't pose any kind of threat, and he'll let his guard down. I see. Thank you, sir. I have utmost faith in you. I'll utilize all my haplessness and cluelessness. Good morning! Just barge in, why not? Good morning. You're late. I'm giving a speech to my subjects today, at this instant o'clock. You are? I wish you would have told me yesterday. I didn't know yesterday that I'd give a speech tomorrow. But today came, and I knew. I'll give a speech right now. At once, Sir Jack. King Jack today. But you don't have to bow down because we're late. Yes, Your Majesty. I helped Jack dress up before dressing myself. Yes, this'll do just fine. Is he really going into public like that? I'll be off then. Yes, he is. I better get ready for the day too. He didn't show me around after all. Where should I work? We're gonna go to the kitchen. I'll see what's going on in the kitchen. Hello there. Here's some breakfast for you. Thank you. Is there anything I could help with? No, I've got all I need. Everything is in tight order, so I won't have the time to look after you out of the blue like this. But thank you, dear. I'll ask if I need you later. She seems happy I offered my help regardless. I finish my food and decide to walk around for a bit. I think I hear something. Quit pushing me this instant. Shut up, they'll hear you. I've changed my mind. I'm going back. No, Sylv. Can I help you? Oh, it's just the dolly from before. Almost gave me a heart attack. See, Sylv? He's the one I was talking about. What are you doing here? We are simply gathering intel. Yep. You really shouldn't be here. I have to call the guards if you don't leave. Guards my hiney. Thanks to you, we can finally solve the mystery of the missing king. Let's discuss this somewhere else. They tell me they want my help figuring out what happened to the king. I tell them I'm also here to find that out. It seems we have the same objective. I see. See? I knew we'd find something good today, didn't I? I did. Either way, my name's Sylvester. I'm married. And I'm really annoying. Rude. I'm Bunnie. Pleasure to meet you, dear. Let's get down to business, shall we? That basket case Jack is out there giving one of his bizarre speeches again. I figured this be the perfect time to come snooping around. Yes, many of the guards are watching over Jack right now. I suggest Marion guides us to the king's chambers. Even if I want to, I don't know where that is. Don't you work here, honey? I just started yesterday. Surely you know at least some of the area, I guess. Then it's settled. Marion sneaks around with one of us. And one can stay behind on watch. There's a direct view to the square. So we can see the speech. So we can see when the speech finally ends. Who will assist you around the castle? We'll take Bunnie, sure. I don't think it matters. Gotcha, let's go. Are you certain about this? Well, of course he is. Come on then, dear. Bye, Syl. Sylvester stays behind with a worried look. Let's see. If I was a king, where would I want my chamber to be? I don't think it's up to the king. I mean, the architects. That's fascinating, Marion. Let's try this way. I don't know. It's kind of not what I expected. Let's think about this first. Maybe here instead. Bunnie? Nope, not here. I don't think so. There's logic to how buildings are built. If we just take the time to... Say, Marion, are those eyes just for show? Haven't you looked around lately? If there's logic to this place, it sure fooled me. I can't believe this place is even standing. Fine, lead the way. That's what I thought. Let's see here. This way, or that way. I followed Bunnie around a bunch. So, up yours, Marion. This place is huge. I didn't say anything yet. If we keep going, we'll run into something. It's not like this place is infinite, you know. Whatever, it's getting late. Let's get back to Sylvester. One more room. No. Something is in the next room, I swear. Fine, one more. Alright, but after that we're going back. Got it. Behold, the missing king is in this room. Bunnie opens the door leading to another hallway. In one of these rooms. I'm going back. Wait, just one more. Marion! We return to my room. How did it go? Well, it was a waste of time. Don't say it like that. Color me surprised. You're both blaming me, aren't you? Let's not start pointing fingers. As unfortunate as this is, I expected as much. Well, that's not because of either of you. One simply must fail before success. That's how we learn. So what now? We'll continue our search tomorrow. Bunnie will tell me all the places you visited today, and I'll make a plan based on that. Alright. Let's meet tomorrow at the same spot we did today. Gotcha. I help them exiting the castle. I help them exit the castle without being seen. I stare out a window. I stare out of a window at the crowd Jack has gathered. There are a decent number of toys, but I'm sure it'd be a lot more if the king was really giving a speech. If the real king was giving a speech. The crowd starts scattering. Jack will be back soon, and I'll have no idea I've already betrayed him by letting outsiders in the castle. We didn't even end up finding anything. I believe this is where the route starts changing to more heavily insert Jack once you click I'm better off on my own. I can't rely on those two. They're strangers, and by the looks of it, incompetent. If anything, they're decreasing my chances of finding the king. But they can be useful to me still. Waiting until evening so Jack's not... I wait until evening so Jack's not busy anymore. It's a bit late for a visit, don't you think? I've got some important information. Really? What could you possibly tell me I didn't already know? Today, 2 toys snuck in here. Liar, I heard nothing about this. I'm the only one who saw them. They were rummaging about looking for the king. They didn't find anything, but they said they'd be back tomorrow. Where did you say they come from? I lead Jack to where I met Bunnie and Sylvester. I see. They must have climbed in using these vines. Pesky things. They grow so fast. Let's cut them. So no more unwanted visitors can sneak in. What fun would that be? Let those rats climb right in. I'll have Galeathos greet them with his squad. Will they live? Oh, Marion, what do you take me for? A monster? I have a lot of questions for them. I see. That's a relief. Marion. Yes? Good eye spotting these vermin. Thank you. I had my doubts about you, but I'm delighted to be proven wrong. Glad to hear. You'll be taking care of cutting down these vines from now on, along with your other work, of course. Sounds like I'm getting punished. Nonsense, you're being promoted. If you say so. What was that? I mean, thank you, Jack, thank you. We say goodnight to each other and go to sleep. I'm pretty sure I got on Jack's good side. Or at least I got him to trust me a bit. I also now have a convenient excuse to wander around the castle. Oh, why did I get a Twitter DM? Okay. That's why I got a Twitter DM. Give me the briefest of seconds to, contact someone to pick someone up. I know it's quite quiet, but, I have to manage people going to pick up this one person who the only way he has to contact people is through Twitter. Alright, that is that. And we are back. I'll just say I'm cutting off some vines. Those things creep me out a bit. I'm glad to cut them, to be honest. We're making soup. I don't understand why we must make soup during a hot day like this. I've always thought soup is a food for rainy days or winter. But the cook, Annette, insisted we make soup today. So soup it is. The sun is blazing from the small windows, and the soup is steaming. This is a nightmare. Good news! Whoa, it's hot in here. Hi, Galeathos. Any news? We've captured the intruder. Intruder, he said. Singular? As in just one? There was an intruder? Give me a sec. Yes, but fear not. He has been caught. By me. Good work. Well done. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just doing my job. Ahem. I must get back to work now. Have a nice day. Looks like he just wanted some praise. But he said just one intruder. I bet it's Bunnie. Well then, let's make some rye bread to go with the soup. Okay. But I thought we agreed on wheat. Yes, but since Galeathos did such a heroic deed, let's make his favorite instead. Heroic, huh? As twisted as the castle looks, it seems to be pretty peaceful most of the days. I'm dead tired. Marion. Hello, Your Majesty. Who? I'm just your boss. I still haven't showed you around, have I? That's okay. Don't be so conceding. It was my mistake. I apologize. I accept your apology. Why, thank you. You're welcome. I am? How kind of you. No problem. I am sure glad to hear that. What other pleasantries may we exchange during this fine evening? Poor Marion, don't be sad. Anyhow, that's not even why I'm here. I see. For a moment there, I wondered. Come again? I thought how surprisingly caring it was of you to make sure I know my way around. But now I see that it wasn't. That wasn't it. Aw, but I am caring, Marion. I did just do that, didn't I? Yes, as an afterthought. How petty of you to completely disregard my sentiments just because of that! No, actually, how needy, I should say. It should be all about you, huh? No, I didn't mean that. Oh, poor Marion. That mean old Jack didn't come here just to pamper you. The disappointment, the heartache. I offered my services to translate the game into my language. Maybe someday my time will come. Maybe. No, Jack. Jokes aside, didn't you say that there were 2 toys sneaking in yesterday? Yes. Only one showed up. That means one of them was already in the castle, or decided not to come. Either case, keep your eyes open. I will. We caught a bunny plushie. What does the other toy look like? He's a music box. Thank you. That was everything I needed. Alright, good night, Jack. Time to get some sleep. Morning has dawned along with a horrible realization. I told Bunny about my plans the other day, didn't I? That I'm really here to look for the king and whatnot. Hello, William. He's so not very smart. What if he tells on me by accident? So I have to make sure he doesn't say a word about that. He would be kept here, right? Bunny. Marion. What happened? As if I didn't know. I don't know. There was a whole bunch of guards for some reason. And Sylv didn't show up either. I see. You haven't told anyone anything, right? Why would I do that? The mission is still on. Just find Sylv. He'll know what to do. Alright, I'll do that. Thanks, Bunny. Yep, your secret is safe with me. That's a relief. Bunny has more sense to him than I thought. I might have judged him too harshly. Find Sylvester, he said. I suppose I should, just to keep up the illusion I'm still working with them. Who knows? Sylvester might find out something useful. I'll look around for Sylvester. Why are there so many guards today? I hear they're looking for some toy box. I realize that this language is not very popular. Luck can come. Hopefully. What language might it be that you're looking for? Or that you're looking forward to translating it into? I heard they're looking for some music box. I don't like this. Doesn't seem like I'll find Sylvester today. He must be hiding away. Matt! Who, me? Yes, what are you doing here? Just running an errand. Is that true? Is it true that you've seen the music box? Huh? Could you give me some details? There's quite a few of them in this town. I guess we'll describe Sylvester. I told him in detail how Sylvester looks, but I chose not to mention Sylvester's name. I'm going to pretend I don't know him at all. Why did my phone just go off? Thank you so much, Max. This will make our search so much easier. Did Jack tell you how the music box looks? Well, I know for a fact that he didn't. He couldn't because he didn't ask me about it. No, but I'll tell Jack that you greatly helped us. Oh, you don't have to, but thank you. I'll tell him nonetheless. I have to continue our search now. Goodbye. Bye. Good. Tell Jack what a helpful, trustworthy individual I am. There's nothing more here for me. There's nothing more for me here is what that said. I messed up, my bad. Crap, it's Jack. I'm not ready for this. Hello. What were you doing in town? Well, I don't recall giving you a day off. I was helping the guards. You know, find the missing toy who snuck in. Did I tell you to do that? Well, no, but... Did I hire you for that? No. So why did you do it? I'm not sure which one... This is the point where I'm gonna save. Because I'm not actually sure which one he's gonna react better to. Because I'm stupid. No. Wait, we're gonna go back a sec. We're gonna go helpful. Because I'm helpful? Is that right? I'm the only one who saw the intruder in person. So I figured you'd want me in the search party. Never said I did. Well, I can't personally assume the king has the time to give me orders personally. I suppose I'll leave it at that then. Aren't I benevolent? Yes, Jack. The very image of a saint. I need you to come with me to the dungeons. Why? It occurred to me you should confirm that is the same rabbit you saw the other day. Who knows? Perhaps there's a whole group of them. Right. Good day. Twice in one day. That's twice today. Missed me already? Oh, this idiot. Jack can't know I was here. Yes, like the plague. But I'm not here for you this time. Oh, never mind. He meant Jack. Marion? Oh, yeah. That's the same one. Good to know. I told you. There's just me. All by myself. You say that, but my beloved servant here said that there's two of you at least. Doesn't quite add up now, does it? He sure has a big mouth. Bunnie glares daggers at me. But now that that's out of the way, let's move on to some other subjects. Sure, Jackie. Like how'd you know I was coming in? I mean, the more I think of it, there's no way I just stumbled into your guards having a meeting by the window. I'm the one asking questions here. Oh, thank goodness. But if you must know... Isn't it time for dinner? Is it? It is. Sheesh, Marin. I didn't take you for a glutton. Did I introduce you? Did I introduce him already? Oh, you did not. Well, I'm going to eat now. Hold on. I think this just got really interesting. I think it is really interesting too. I think it's the most uninteresting. I think this is the most uninteresting, so there. You told Jack we were coming. No, I didn't. Oh, but Marion, you did! Marion, you jerk, I can't believe you! All that about finding the king, and you do this? Well, good luck tricking Jack now, honey. Oh my god, Bunny. Let's pause right here. Marion, come along. Oh, crap. What's wrong, Marion? Master is pulling your strings. Time to move. Well, this is it then. Wonderful. Fantastic. Amazing. The best. Lovely. Just swell. Okay, listen. I'm all ears, Marion. I'm not gonna say he's lying. He's not lying, obviously. I would have called him a liar back then. And it's too obvious that he's telling the truth. I did it to talk to him. I did talk to him. When I saw them at the castle, I approached them. I knew they were up to something, so I played along. Because I wanted to know what they were up to. I didn't want them to run away because I couldn't catch them alone. Say, Marion, you're not from around here at all. Wasn't that right? Yes, I'm from the countryside. Do they know the king is missing? We know. That's what I thought. Then, are you worried about the king as well? Of course I am. Enough to, say, start working here, just to snoop around. Alright. I did come here to see the king, if the king is really missing. But it has nothing to do with those two toys who snuck in. They did it on their own. I pretended to go along because they would come, because then we could catch them. The most excruciating few minutes of my life just passed by. I can't read Jack's expression at all. Just say something already. Is this a crime? Did I break in or anything? I've just been looking around. Though I did help the other two break in, but can I be killed for this? Hello, Marcus. Am I going to die? Please, say something, Jack. Let me get this straight. You. Oh, hello, Dead Phantom. Nice to see that you're here as well. You, a country bumpkin, came to work at my castle because you heard the king is missing. Yes. You did that because you wanted to see for yourself what is going on. Yes. And you saw two unknown toys break in. Yes. Instead of alarming the guards like someone with intelligence would, you approached them yourself. Yes. You pretended to join their quest to find the king. Then you came to tell me their plan to come again the next day. Yes. Yeah. And here I thought you weren't good for anything. Marion? Yes? I'm so glad I hired you. Huh? You're just what I need. Someone quite clever, yet not clever enough to outdo me. Perfect. Although, now that you know for sure the king is missing. Nice job clearing Shinjuku. That's a very hard final fight that Shinjuku has. So, nice job completing it. Although, now that you know for sure the king is missing, what will you do? I have a job now. I need to come here for the king. But now I have a sort of steady job. So I don't know. Seems you weren't all that curious then. just that I think it might be over my head. That it is. Well, since you've shared all that with me, let me give you something to mull over. The king isn't missing. Huh? Then where is he? Is he alive? I'll leave that up to your imagination. Oh, come on. We're late for dinner. You're coming with me. Somehow that worked. Out. He still doesn't know it's my master and the others who sent me here. And that I fully intend to... No, he is not technically the king. And that I fully intend to find the king and tell them about it. But I'd like to think that I'm not exactly lying. One more thing I should mention. Although it should go without saying, but let me say it just in case. What is it? What I just told you was for your ears only. Got that? Of course. My lips are sealed. And what fine lips they are. Perfect for keeping the food from spilling from your mouth while we eat. Romantic. What's romantic about that? Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Was it supposed to be romantic? No? I mean, at first I thought maybe since you said something so cheesy. Speaking of Okay, composing myself. Speaking of cheesy, I'd love to eat something if you're done with this nonsense. Right, let's go. We enter the dining hall. All the other servants and guards eat around the table, the king's table. But we walk past it all the way to the kitchen. Pick whatever won't make you vomit. We're not eating here? You're free to go eat with the others if you don't like me. Yes, they are both dudes, Marcus. So they say, but clearly there's a wrong answer to that. So he says, my bad. Yes, so he says, but there is a wrong answer. What do you... No, don't go play,
Xander just showed up!
Okay, don't go playing a video while I'm streaming. And you know I'm streaming. So he says, but clearly there's a wrong answer to that. I'll stay. It's more quiet here. Yes, indeed. The company is much better here, too. What? I don't know if you're referring to yourself or me. What do you think? Jack is conceited, but I don't know if he's that conceited. This is a hard one. I'm trying to get the good ending, by the way. Me? Maybe? Well, aren't you full of yourself? It's just... I thought maybe you were being nice. Why would I need to be nice to a servant? Yeah. I already feel like an idiot, so please let's talk about something else. Come to think of it, everyone else was eating at the dining hall except... Why isn't His Majesty having dinner? Come again? He's dead after all, isn't he? Please, stop joking. The king doesn't eat with disgusting riffraff like us. Damn! He eats privately. I see. Do you think I could meet the king? Of course. You may request an audition with him. There's currently, let's see, about 15 years, 74 days, and 12 hours of waiting. Shall I add you to the list? No, thank you. As you wish. I finished my dinner with Jack. Should I get back to work? Back to work, you say? But, as if you haven't been ditching this whole day. I should have fired you. We were busy, right? Oh yes, running our mouths all day long, doing nothing. I'd say we were extremely busy. No doubt, anyone except you. No doubt anyone expects you to show up at this point. So let me walk you to your room. There you will stay and think about your life choices until dawn. Wonderful. Naturally, you won't get paid for today. Right. Anyhow, here we are. Wasn't it lovely? Wasn't what lovely? Of course. Our date. Aren't you the luckiest? Dating a king. We were on a date? Yes we were. Obviously. No. You cannot say obviously. That... You cannot. You gave this person several chances to just get up and leave. And you're calling that a date. Wasn't very obvious to me. How was it not? We had dinner and everything. I don't know, like, light a candle next time or something? Wouldn't that be a bit threatening? What? How? You're made of wood? Okay, wait. Before I continue. That was... I didn't read that. I clicked next, and I just said out loud, you're made of wood. You're a marionette. You're made of wood. Wouldn't a candle be threatening to you? And then I looked down and saw Jack say, you're made of wood. Well, yeah. He thought about something like that, but I'm more threatened by his everyday endeavors. Just kidding! You need to learn to read the mood. It was clearly a joke about the date. I was clearly joking about the date. Oh, right, of course. But I don't think that's something I'd say anyway. After such a weird reception. Which is it? Well, I've had fun dilly-dallying around. The country is probably going to be up in flames tomorrow because I neglected so much work just for you. I hope not. Good night. Jack's route so far is great. The sun hasn't even set yet. But since I have been ordered to stay in this room, I will. Jack seems to be in a good mood. I don't want to ruin that. I have a hard time getting to sleep. What did Jack mean the king isn't missing? His Majesty is clearly missing. That means Jack knows where the king is, right? So then Jack must have... He has contact with the king? So the king is in hiding for some reason. Is His Majesty in danger? But even so, I think he'd be perfectly safe with his guards. Still, if that were the case, wouldn't... Oh my god, my eye fucking hurts. Still, if that were the case, wouldn't the toys deserve to know about it? Guessing about it won't do any good. I'll just have to find the truth out by myself. Jack knows the answer, I'm sure of that. Unless he's just messing with me. Which seems pretty likely, now that I think about it. Oh, fuck! Good morning, Marion. It's morning? Yes, the sun will rise very soon. I haven't slept at all. What are you doing here? I'm sure you're already aware, but Bunnie has been caught. Yeah, how didn't you get caught? I was about to enter the castle when I heard a lot of ruckus, so I decided to retreat. That was definitely the right choice. That was the right choice. Yes, we will find a way to rescue him. We are in the wrong for trespassing in the castle. But I still insist we find a way to get Bunnie out of the dungeon. So what now? We will look for a way to help Bunnie escape. I hope you will keep looking for the king. Of course. My house is near the concert hall. I will keep an eye out for you. Oh, are we gonna betray Sylvester? Please come visit whenever you find something worth mentioning. Alright. If I may ask, how is the search coming along? There's one thing. Jack has told me the king is alive, and not missing. Oh. Well, if His Majesty is alive, I am most delighted. But I don't know what to make of that second claim. Me neither. You are doing well. Thanks. I will come by again. Goodbye. The sun rises and I get to work. Who needs sleep anyway? I try my best to keep cutting away the vines. But I'm not making any progress. In fact, I could swear there are more vines than when I started. This is pointless. It's pointless. That's what I'm saying. Oh, hello, good morning. I mean, it's day already, isn't it? That's, what's the source of these vines? Can't we just go cut that? What are you, talking about? It's pointless to keep cutting these vines. To keep cutting these. They're like dandelions. I don't know what to say. Yeah, in general... What were you talking about, if not the vines? The intruder. The only toy that matching your description is Sylvester Sound. But he's a highly respected musician, and I don't know. Do we betray Sylvester? I don't know. Let's pretend we don't know Sylvester's name. Because we were already pretending that we didn't know who it was. I don't know. It can't be. It can't be him. Alright, it has to be a lookalike. Mr. Sound comes from a prosperous family. If I command my men to barge into his house, we'll get such a bad name. Oh god, with the fucking private messages. Okay. We will get such a bad name. What would he even want inside the castle? Yeah, I doubt he'd need to steal anything from here. Yes. So, I will keep looking. Yeah, that's what I would do too. Right, thank you. Bye. I continue giving myself a repetitive strain injury for the rest of the day. The next day, all the vines have grown back, as if to mock me. That's it, I'm going to complain. Give me a sec, I'm texting again. Yes? Jack has a whole bunch of paperwork spread across the floor. Was this a bad time? Yes. Ah! That should be the last one. I'll be back later. Later will also be a bad time. Well, when will be a good time? That's the thing, Marion. It's always an extremely bad time. So either never show up again, or just spit out what it is that you needed. It's just that no matter what I do, there are too many vines. What of it? Well, I mean, it's hopeless to cut them. And can't you do something? Hire more cutters? I can't hire toys when there are no toys to hire. Why do you suppose I hired you of all things? You weren't a particularly good fit. I don't know. It turns out no one wants to work here. Well, no wonder my efforts are all wasted. Think of it this way. You'll never be bored or unemployed again. You sound more like a manager than a king. Weird. That's pretty much what I was before I became the king. Doesn't working here have the most fantastic career advancement opportunities? I'll say. Was that everything? I guess. Then shoo shoo. I'm busy. I am the king, don't you know? Alright. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Though, isn't that really hard to believe? Excuse me. What kind of king sits cooped up in a tower figuring out the work schedules of his servants? The kind that will have you executed if you don't keep your mouth shut. Do you like being the king? Of course. This might come to us as a surprise. This might come to you as a surprise, but being the king includes a lot of managing things. Like what? Like the whole country. Ah, right. Of course. So of course I like it. I'm good at that. I'm good at it. Yeah, you seem happy. That's right. Nothing is wrong. Well, except... What? Except the fact that you are... that here you are, slacking off again. Chatting up your boss to avoid working. I know you're kind. You got me. Go on then. Get back to work. I've had enough of you for the rest of the day. I think me and Jack are getting along. He's still Jack, of course, but he's not as hard to deal with as before. Though maybe it's just me getting used to his antics. Sylvester's here again. Hello? I'm sorry I keep showing up at these hours. It's easier for me. I hope I'm not intruding on your sleep much. What's up? I wanted to tell you I've located a weak spot near the dungeon. I believe I can use it to release Bunnie. Oh crap. No, don't do that. Marion. That's great. I really don't think you should do that now. What? I was just about to say that. I'm glad we're on the same page. The page I'm on is preventing Bunnie and Sylvester from talking. It would be too alarming to break Bunnie out of prison now. That would greatly hinder our search for the king. We will rescue Bunnie once the king has been located. Right. Before I go, how has the search advanced? It's been slow. It's been pretty slow. I see. Well, slow and steady might be for the best. Right. If something happens, let me know. Sure. You shouldn't stay too long. Take care, Marion. I wonder if he really found a weak spot. Even if he did, that isn't information I need to be aware of right now. He could have just told me later. No need to risk coming over. Why isn't he keeping tabs on? Isn't he just keeping tabs on me? Coming in unannounced like that. Sylvester isn't giving me any useful information at all. Not to mention he gets caught visiting. If he gets caught visiting me, Jack will hear about it. And then all the time I've been spent cutting those vines has been for nothing. But I can't just tell him to piss off either. He could turn against me. I should get some rest. Today I'm washing pots and pans. A particularly stubborn stain just won't come off. Thank you for helping me. It's fine. I'm actually glad to get away from the vines for a bit. Oh yes, those nasty things. I'm using all my might to keep the kitchen clear of them. They would be such a safety hazard. I can only imagine. Say, Jack was asking about you the other day. Don't worry, he just wanted to know if you've been acting suspicious. Like how? We sometimes get reporters sneaking into the castle pretending that they want to work here. But instead, they look around, ask a bunch of questions, and things like that. I'm not a reporter. Yeah, you're an honest worker. Well, you do slack off a lot, but you're an honest slacker. Anyway, I told Jack that nope, Marion hasn't said a word about the missing king. He seemed pleased. So I think you're going to get hired full-time. I see. When you do, I'll bake us some special treats. Sounds good. Jack has been asking around. Thank goodness I didn't ask anyone about the king. Good day! There's the devil himself. Oh, Jack, you need something? Dinner isn't for a few hours. Yes, I need the doll boy. Wait. Yeah, that is what he said, okay. I thought I read that wrong. I guess that's fine for a few minutes. I'll be taking him for the rest. Dear God, you hire a worker and then you don't let him work. I'll be taking him for the rest of the day. Thank you very much. Aw, poor Annette. She just needs workers. There's no one who wants to work for this poor cook. She gets one worker, and then the king fucking falls in love with her worker and doesn't let the worker fucking work. Jack pulls my hand with too much force, but I won't say anything. I've considered all your endless whining and complaining. I complained once. Yes, always complaining. But fear not, I have good news. Congratulations. You're being promoted. Again? What do you mean again? Didn't I just get promoted to vine cutter? Oh, that was a joke. I was wondering why you kept cutting them. Well, now you know. Indeed, but keep at it. It's much appreciated. Right. Anyhow, you're getting a real promotion now. Somehow I doubt that. You are now my chambermaid. Aren't you thrilled? You get to keep me company. Looking forward to it. Doesn't look like it. Sorry, for some reason, I'm a bit wary of your promotions. How peculiar. Why would that be? But now, I will have some important business to take care of. Consider yourself lucky you get to come along. What is it? A door, Marion. Is this your first time seeing one? I don't want to go in. Just don't touch anything. The room isn't as big as I thought it would be. It's like a lair. It's just barely any light. On the bed I see... Is that... Yep. Yes, that is His Majesty, the King. The King is seeing... Oh, My god. The king is sleeping peacefully, his chest falling up and down. But there's a weird glow around him. But what's going on? Well, since you wanted to meet him, here he is. Aren't we bothering him? No. His Majesty is asleep. Why? Jack seems to be looking for the right words to say. Well, see here, Marion. The king is a great man with many worries. For you see, the king wanted what's best for all his subjects. And try as he did, he had to face the facts. When he wished to feed someone, another would go hungry. When he wished to provide homes, another's land was ruined. No matter what decision he made, it always at the end cost something else. And so, the foolish king who wished well for everyone came to resent the world that is by default unjust. I tried to help and rule with him, but he wished to know nothing, hear nothing, for everything just caused him grief. And the grief turned into hate. Jack? Anyhow, I got this for him, and put him to sleep. Jack uses the item to cast a spell on the king. It glows and grows stronger, and the king seems to smile. Is something wrong? Excuse me. You look distraught. Fancy words don't fit your mouth, Marion. Stick with your uhs and whats. Exactly. You think badly of me. Oh my god, that fucking tiny dog is mad with something. You think badly of me, don't you? No. I mean, you're a bit rude, but you think I'm keeping His Majesty asleep, just so I can be the king. I do not. The thought didn't cross my mind. Not yet, anyway. I didn't have the time to think that far yet. You expect me to believe that? How is it not the very first thing one would think of? The temporary king is charming the true king to sleep. And you didn't think that's a little off? Just so you know, I did the right thing, putting the king to sleep. He had gone mad with grief. I get that already. I still didn't want to. I had to. It was for the best. Now the king isn't sad anymore. Yes. But what good is it if I can't keep him asleep? I'm not sure why it's so important he is asleep. Being a bit depressed isn't the end of the world or anything. But I won't question it for now. Jack seems to be in a shaky mood. Anyhow, that's where you come in. What? I'll show you how to use the Dreamcaster. Then you can help me keep His Majesty asleep. What is so hard to understand? I thought I was a maid. Are you stupid? Of course not. The sleeping spell needs to be cast every day. And once you learn to do it, I can focus more on kingly matters. Right. Let's get out of here. This place gives me the creeps. Any questions? Just a few million. I don't have time for that. Just do as you're told, and you'll be fine. And not a word to anyone else. You already know that, right? I won't tell anyone. Good. Then consider yourself a full-time employee. Okay. Once more with feeling. Hooray? Perhaps you need some time to let this all sink in. That's one way to put it. Very well. Take the rest of the day to think about it. I'll come find you when I need you. My head is spinning. I found the king, but he's forced to stay asleep. Why? Who cares if his majesty is feeling a little down? There's no reason to basically keep him in a coma. Is it really just an excuse so Jack can be the king? I don't think so. Jack seemed so sad when he was talking about the king. Maybe the king was suicidal or something. I don't know. But I don't get the feeling Jack wants to keep the king asleep. For now, I'll just play along with whatever Jack is up to. Oh, hello. Hi. You seem, not happy. I'm a bit tired. Oh, okay. So, care to, hear how my search is going? Sure. In the end, the intruder is Sylvester Sound. There's no ifs or buts about it. Time to catch him. Yes, I might, anger the Sound family. But this is about the king's security. I can't let things slide, just because he's famous. Exactly. You're doing good work. Thank you. I shall get right to it. This actually might be better for me. If Sylvester is locked behind bars, I won't have to worry being caught talking to him. And I don't think he's going to tell about me, since we're supposedly still working together. Anyhow, I don't think wandering around is helping me clear my thoughts at all. I'll call it a day and go to sleep. Good morning. Aha! Oh, it's you. Good morning, good morning. What's wrong? Nothing. Why are you here? Just checking if you need me for anything. Nope. No, not at all. You're being weird. No, I'm not. Just go do your things. Or slack off. You've got my permission to slack off. Is something burning? No! The cook takes something out of the oven. It was probably supposed to be a cake. Well, it can't be helped. She offers me the cake. Congratulations on your full-time employment. Aww! Thank you very much. This isn't much of a surprise, is it? I'm plenty surprised. Thanks. I should bake you another cake. It's probably still edible. Under the burned bits. No way. It's all dry and horrible. I'll make another one. But it has to wait until tomorrow. Take your time. Apparently I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. That's right. I help her in the kitchen for a bit. I ate some of the burned cake despite Annette's protest. It was dry like she said, but still okay. I feel a lot better. I decided to visit Jack. Weirdest thing I've had so far. I had like these almond cookies, but for some reason they didn't put any like binding agent or something in it. So when you bit into it, it crumbled when you bit. But it didn't crumble into like gooey, like a regular cookie. It crumbled into dust. And it was the weirdest experience eating. Because it felt like you were trying to eat dust. A dust cookie. And it didn't taste good. So I was so confused. Enter. Hello, Jack. I brought you some cake. For Jack, some of the burned cake. Made that yourself, did you? No, the cook made it. She was going to throw it away in the trash. Where it belongs? Fine, I'll eat it by myself. Be my guest. Anyhow, I'm delighted to see you. I choke on some cake and start coughing all over Jack's belongings. Oh yes, absolutely delighted. Are you? You are? Not so much anymore. But do tag along. I must redo the spell. I leave the cake in Jack's room. He doesn't seem to notice. Or care, I imagine. Jack leads us to the king's lair. I wonder why he wanted me to join him. There's nothing for me to do here. The other day he said he'd teach me how to use the Dreamcaster. But he cast the spell before I get a chance to get a good look at it. A good look. This place could use a dusting. Dust away if you wish. But spare me from your small talk. I thought you wanted some company. Indeed. I didn't necessarily want it to speak. Right. It's been exactly 3 months since I put the king to sleep. I thought he could sleep it off, but I stand corrected. Sleep what off? The misery, obviously. Jack, I have no idea what you're talking about. I told you last time we were here. The king was overtaken by some foolish grievances. And he remains so. Right. If you say so. How can you be so nonchalant about this? I don't know. I don't get why it's such a big deal. How can you not? I've already explained it twice. Maybe you need to take some time to properly tell me. Or maybe you should... Never mind, you're right. I shouldn't assume you can connect all the dots on your own. That's slightly more that's slightly more condescending than necessary. Don't read too much into it. I'm just stating the facts. What happened if so what happens if the king wakes up? I'd rather not say. I understand. Good. Let's never bring it up again. Well, we're done here for today. No, wait. What? Isn't this... Jack inspects the king closer. Isn't this dimmer than usual? I don't know. What's the usual? Weird. Cast the spell again. I guess the glow got a little brighter. I'm not sure. That's the usual. Must have done it sloppy earlier. Well, you did it pretty fast. Exactly. Nothing to worry over. Hearing that makes me very worried. Makes me worry. I went to bed worrying over Jack, who's worrying over the king. I do not understand why he is so obsessed with keeping the king asleep. I fall asleep without figuring out anything. The guard looks busy. He went back and forth and back and forth. Hi. How did it go with the intruder? That. Well, you see, we've captured Sylvester Sound. He didn't put up any fight at all. So he's here? Yes, in the dungeons. Oh, crap. And with the other intruder? Well, they're in separate cells, but yes, we have both of them now. I don't think that's a good idea to keep them in the same area. They're working together after all. I don't think that's the problem. I don't think it's a problem. They're both behind bars now. Bunnie will tell Sylvester I'm the reason Bunnie got caught. They'll turn against me.
What kind of furry says you play it?
Actually, what is it? I was walking around the castle the other day, and I think the dungeon isn't very secure anymore. What do you mean? I saw a weak spot around there. Where? Indeed, Sylvester didn't tell me where exactly he located it. It's somewhere there. Sorry, I forgot. I'll look into it right away. Thanks for telling me. Still, that doesn't stop them from telling the guard and others about me. But I think my cover story with Jack is pretty solid. It's sort of true. I just pretend to help them. That's my version. I just pretended to help them. That's my version. I'm sticking to it. I should get to work. But I'm not going to waste another minute cutting these vines. They're cursed to something. They're never ending. Perhaps I'll check the kitchen if... What the? The vines are growing. I can see them growing. Right before my eyes. I have to go tell Jack. The door was unlocked. No one is here. He must have felt the shaking too. I ran upstairs for nothing. Probably help the king. Let's go to check the king then. Most of the vines grew around the king. I hope his majesty is okay. As expected, the vines are going wild here. The door is locked. I can't get in. I should tell the guard. No, I can't tell him anything. Why did I come here? Get out of the way. Jack. Jack disappeared into the king's lair. I hesitate and miss the chance to follow him. Soon the vines stop growing. Everything goes quiet. Jack opens the door. What are you standing there for? What happened? Come in. The king is asleep, but what do you want?
How would you like it if I mastered the art of using a command to spawn enemies on people?
I hate you. What? No, nothing. That'd be great. The king is asleep, but he has clearly been thrashing around. This bloody spellcaster isn't doing the job anymore. The spell is about to break. The spell was about to break. Huh? Looks like I'm going to have to cast it more often now. What was that shaking about? And the vines. Boy, you are slow. That was the king waking up. Oh. Something finally clicks in my mind. Oh. The vines come from His Majesty. The castle is warping because of the king. I see. You're finally catching on. How many times did I tell you this? Did I already tell you this? 0. You never told me. You just told me he's sleeping because he's miserable. Why did you think I'm keeping him asleep? I don't know. I don't know why you do anything, Jack. His Majesty's negativity is affecting the whole kingdom. But don't worry. A little rest will do the trick. He'll be fine. Are you sure about that? The king is just tired of everything. He needs some time to take it easy. I'm sure once he is properly rested, he'll feel better. Then he won't curse the place anymore. Do you really think that's all it takes? Look, Marion, I've known the king ever since we were kids. He's always been a bit moody, and every time he got one of his bouts of sadness, he would sleep it off. This is the same thing. It's just more severe this time, so it takes longer. I see. Then we just have to hold on for now. That's right. I'm glad we're on the same page about this. Anyhow, the Dreamcaster has grown weaker. We really need to show you how to use it. That way we can take turns checking up on His Majesty. Jack taught me to use the Dreamcaster. Go ahead, Tyler. What's your question?
When we were playing Secret Labs, where were you when they had like 20 D-boys just went up and started praising the nut in a circle?
Let's see. I was a facility guard getting murdered.
You don't get to have the fun. We all died, but what was funny is they committed to the cause. We were bullying the peanut. He kept closing the door and like shaking his head no, like telling us, get the fuck out of here. And we just kept saying praise the nut.
Alright, I need to continue reading this.
Nah, you don't.
He promised to get me a duplicate key to the king's lair as soon as possible. Is that really enough? What if His Majesty wakes up anyway? I don't get why Jack is so sure the king will get better with some rest. I tried to get some sleep. My mind kept conjuring up nightmare scenarios of the king waking up and going on a rampage. Good morning. I mean, good morning. I came to give you this. He hands me a letter. Thank you. It's not from me. Oh, you meant, never mind.